Great job, Craig, and great job, Dan, and the whole team. Amazing. You know, it's all about the customers. For me, you know, it's a set of customer stories. We're inspired by the customers. It's how we're learning where to go and how to get there. I want to introduce you to an amazing customer that I've been spending a lot of time with this week. It's a very diversified company. It's all over the world, but there's GE Health, there's GE Energy, you saw NBC Universal. I want to introduce you to an incredible executive. Would you please welcome Sigal Zarmi, the CIO of General Electric Capital. Sigal. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming to Cloudforce. It's been a big week for us with General Electric, and it's a great company you have. And
it's called Crotonville.
What is it?
Crotonville.
Yes, that's what I said.
That's exactly what I said.
Yes. It must have been a problem with the microphone. So, it's been an amazing week, and GE is a huge diversified business, and you are aircraft engines and energy plants, and you're in the capital business. And we've been spending a lot of time with you and your team, and you've been doing phenomenal work, and that's why I wanted to introduce you at this conference, because I think it's so important for everyone here to see what you have been building, because I think it is another level, again, of where we all have to go. Now, when we look at GE Capital, we're kind of looking at your social enterprise architecture up here. Could you kind of walk us through a little bit of how you look at the company and your opportunity?
Sure. First, I want to introduce GE Capital. It's one of the world's largest financial services companies. We're operating in over 50 countries with over 50,000 employees. And for over 1 million customers, large and small, we provide financing to lease, purchase, and distribute equipment, as well as for corporate acquisitions, refinancing, and restructuring. And you know, we like to say at GE Capital, we're not just bankers, we're builders. We bring GE's rich heritage of developing companies and growth, and bring them insight and expertise to help companies make more and sell more. And that's kind of how we put our social enterprise around that. How do we help our customers invent more stuff, grow more, and have their capital go farther for them?
So tell us, you know, you've obviously been using employee social networks now. You've been working with many of the capabilities that we've been talking about today. How does that relate to this image up here?
So what you see at GE Capital, we implemented an internal social network for our commercial sales organization using Chatter, Sales Cloud, Data.com that you just showed. And we just embarked on a great new project, a social footprint, to connect our customers together. We call that project GE Edge, and it's a collaborative social platform to bring CFOs and CEOs of companies between $50 million to $200 million of annual revenues together in a way for them to exchange information, share knowledge, and also tap into GE expertise.
So GE Edge is a huge project that we've been working on, and it's been a whole new idea for us that you really brought to us. We've been delighted to build it on our platform, but it was really this vision and inspiration that you had. Can we take a look at it, and can you walk us through what it is? And maybe, I think there's many customers here who are B2B customers who probably can benefit from this idea. I really haven't seen it done quite as well as this.
I think this just showed the great power of the social enterprise in the B2B space, where you can really connect with your customers and bring them value that you can't bring in day-to-day interactions. So what you see here is how we can bring customers together so they can collaborate with each other. And our differentiated value proposition is bringing the vast footprint and expertise of GE to those customers in a much more efficient, quick manner that you can ever do. And you really exploit the power of the social enterprise here.
Now, this is now live for all of your customers, or is it about to be live, or what is the current status?
We were able to build that in 5 weeks, believe it or not. 5 weeks, teaming up with Salesforce.com and targeting the National Mid-Market Summit that we had in early October in Ohio State University.
Yes, I
that
know
was
it well.
hosted, right? You were there, and it was hosted by our CEO. And 5 weeks, we were able to do that on the Force.com platform, and also by using an agile development methodology. So amazing kudos to the team for doing it so quick.
Well, it's fantastic because I think it really is this kind of perfect harmony of the employee social network and the customer social network and even the product social network, because the products can talk right on here. I mean, soon the financing is going to be talking. Everything can be part of this. And I just want to congratulate you because I think this is the beacon where all of us need to go in our own work. Thank you very much for being here today. Thank you. We're looking at so many exciting new ideas. We're kind of profiling these customers. We're looking inside their businesses. We're trying to understand what is going on. And as we kind of work around the social enterprise architecture, service and engagement has been something that has dramatically shifted over the last 12 months. I think that you can quickly find that out for yourself. If you were to grab your iPad right now, or your laptop, or your BlackBerry, or whatever you have, and you went onto Twitter, and you went to B of A Help, you're going to see that the new branch of Bank of America is not down the street. It's actually on Twitter. And Bank of America has rebuilt their call centers so that their customer service and call center agents can not only answer your phones and take your emails and work with you on their portals, but also through the same exact user interface on Twitter. And that information and those conversations and what's going on there is then threaded back directly into the social enterprise. It's amazing. It's a huge new shift. We saw it again with KLM. Again, if you're planning to go to Europe and you want to look at KLM Airlines, and you go to KLM on Twitter, you're going to see a customer service capability directly with the ability to change your seat, change your food, make reservations, directly on Twitter. I want to show you what KLM is doing because as an airline, I think they are also a beacon of what is possible. And here you're going to see a new vision of customer service capability. Let's take a quick look.
Did you know KLM is available 24/7 on Facebook and Twitter to personally reply to all of your questions? No? Well then, let us give you a live demonstration of what KLM can do. KLM crew, are you ready to show how our social media service works? Okay. You can ask us anything. Request your favorite seat, rebook a flight, or get advice on how to take your pet with you on your next trip. Whatever the question, we'll do everything we can to answer within the hour. And of course, private messaging means that your personal data always remains protected. So, for personal service, the latest news and great deals, you can find us 24/7 on Facebook or Twitter. Now, go to our Facebook page to try out our service and to win tickets to one of our destinations.
The entire enterprise is being transformed. It's reaching through every application, every way we touch the customer, and here you can see it touching this customer service point. The Service Cloud is Salesforce's fastest growing product line. It's led by Alex Dayon here, who's in the front row. And through his leadership, we've seen unbelievable gains in customer productivity and new ways to do collaboration and knowledge and communities and social monitoring. I want to show you the new version of the Service Cloud and what we've been able to do to take it to a whole new level. And to do that, I want to welcome back Craig. Craig, come on up here.
All right. Thanks again, Mark. This is one of the most exciting areas because customer service has been radically transformed over the past couple of years by social media. And we all know this because we all use Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and so many other sites. Let's take a look at how the Service Cloud can bring you into this social universe. So when Robert, who's a customer service agent, logs into Salesforce, he's in the Service Cloud app, and then all the core channels of customer service are represented. The telephone, email, web self-service, live agents, and social conversations. And the importance of social media to customer service started a few years ago, and it started right here. It started on Twitter, because when Twitter began amassing users, everything those users were posting was public. The gripes, the concerns, the complaints, the questions, and companies didn't know what to do. So when this user, Katie, had a question, she didn't pick up the telephone and call into the call center. She just went out to Twitter and asked her question. And of course, you all know it's not just Twitter. It's YouTube. We're all carrying around cameras in our pockets. In 30 seconds, we can snap a video, upload it to YouTube, and ask the millions of people on YouTube for help. But of course, it's also Facebook. 800 plus million people on Facebook. And this is why companies are flocking to Facebook to set up a corporate presence. So when customers on Facebook have questions, they can just go to the company's Facebook page, post their question. I can't get the high-def video working on my video conferencing system. Does anybody have help? And they're asking the 800 million people on Facebook. Pretty cool. But how is your company tapped into these social channels? Well, if you're using the Service Cloud, then you are. Because here, back inside of Salesforce, what our customer service agent can see, if we take a look at social conversations right there on the screen in real time, we pulled that question out of Twitter, we pulled that question and video off of YouTube, and we pulled this customer's question right off of our Facebook page. Because the Service Cloud is natively integrated right into these channels. But not only that, you can actually route these questions to the people inside your company with expertise. This could be a product engineer, it could be a specialist. Sometimes it's easy to answer the question and the agent just gets it back to the customer. Sometimes it's hard. This is where the employee social network really benefits customer service. Check this out. You can escalate a case and the service agent can automatically bring 5 more people or any number of people into that conversation. Not only the engineer who can solve the problem, but also Steve, again, the sales rep, has complete visibility into what's going on with his customer's question, even if it's on Facebook. And of course, when the engineer solves the problem inside of a company, they would share that on the employee social network, populate it inside of the support knowledge base, and get it back out to the customer. But in today's world, where your customer service questions are coming from every angle, how do you get this back out to the customer? I mean, do you have their telephone number? Or are you going to email it to them? Because what our customers expect is service exactly where they ask the question. If the customer posts on Facebook, we need to respond to Facebook. If the customer posts on YouTube, got to respond to YouTube. We've just done that here. Melissa Lee, our customer, you see the record of that here in Salesforce. It's part of now Melissa's customer social profile inside of the CRM application. But if we go back out to Facebook, if we can bring Facebook back, you see the post right to Melissa's Facebook page. A few seconds ago, right here at Cloudforce, New York. Here's the answer. And if you need a more detailed description, a hyperlink to that answer. An entire knowledge base now exposed on a public support website. The step-by-step directions for troubleshooting, embedded video, rich media, everything now publicly on the web. But what you see happening with companies nowadays is they just don't want to expose web self-service to their customers. They want to create entire customer communities. Social communities where their customers can interact with each other, not just with the support department. And you can see that right here on the screen. As part of our new capability, Chatter Answers, now part of the Service Cloud. You see the social capability happening now between customers. That's pretty cool. And if you have to have another question, let's say Melissa wants to ask another question. She types it into this box, and the system will automatically recommend other customers that had similar problems. Customers now helping each other solve their problems. And maybe this isn't the answer. Let's go ahead and continue. She can post this question not only to the Cirrus community, but cross-post it out to Facebook or out to Twitter. And so what you're seeing here is the entire social web interconnected and your company engaged into that social network to solve customer issues in today's modern world. So we've seen everything move forward. The community, we've seen Twitter, we've seen Facebook, we've seen YouTube. But in this new generation, we actually need everything to move forward as well. That includes the traditional call center and customer support. So take a look back inside of Salesforce. What would happen when a customer picks up the telephone and calls into your call center? Well, we're integrated to the telephone system. So the service agent gets a screen pop. They know immediately who they're speaking to. In this case, it's a woman named Sarah Patel, who is our customer. We have the social profile right in front of us for Sarah Patel, not only what she's tweeting and Facebooking about, but also the apps that she's using, the deals that we have working with her, and of course, the previous cases. So as a service agent, what I would typically do is I would start by asking a question. Hi, Sarah, thanks for calling. What seems to be the problem today? Well, I'm actually having trouble getting this high-def video working on my video conferencing system. Do you have the answer? And we've seen this problem, right? It's already out on Facebook, it's already out on Twitter, and now it's coming into our call center. And what our call center agent would do is begin asking questions. Well, Sarah, do you happen to be using the old version or the new version? Do you know which version of the firmware you're using? This is call scripting that helps the system recommend the answer to the customer so the agent can satisfy the customer's question in record time. And when we've got that answer, what we do is we attach it back to the case and relay it back to the customer, and we're done. We could do that over the telephone, we could do it over email, but in today's world of customer service, where you're seeing the social capability, where we know the mobile world is upon us, maybe we can do one better. Hey, Sarah, you don't happen to be calling us maybe from your iPhone or your iPad today, do you? Oh, you are? Why don't we just do a FaceTime and connect right now? Hey, Sarah.
Hey there.
Hey, how you doing?
Well, I'm having this problem. I've got a meeting in like 10 minutes, and I can't get my monitor to work. Can you help me out?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I can help you out right now. I'm going to send all this information to you right now, but what I just need you to do is, I'll just get it working. I see the unit behind you. Go ahead and open the control panel for me. It's right under the screen. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. And what I need you to do is take a look at the DVI cable. It's all the way on the left-hand side, just to the right of that. It's the black one. Yeah, go ahead and pull that out. And we've got a bug with this version of our firmware. We're going to fix this imminently, but let me give you this workaround. It'll get you going right now. Go ahead and plug that in to the port on the bottom. It's called port 2 in the documentation, and tell me what you see. Is it working?
Yeah, this is great.
Great. Well, I'll let you get back to your meeting. I'll send you that fix and say hi to everybody in New York City.
Hey, New York.
So that's a vision for the future of customer service in a world that is social, in a world that is mobile. That is the Service Cloud. Thank you very much. Back to you, Mark.